Hello, hey everybody, good evening, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for a flow focused on eventually getting us ready to try extended hand to big toe pose, yes. Or if it's not feeling good in your body today, the prep work to get you there involves lengthening through our hamstrings, opening up through the hips, and connecting to our core. So all things that will hopefully help you feel better when you leave than when you started. So for class today, I recommend a yoga strap. If you don't have one of these, grab a stretchy pair of leggings or a belt or a long scarf. If your hamstrings are really, really tight, kind of normally, and you know that about yourself, see if you can grab a chair and keep it nearby. When we get to this pose towards the end of class, if a strap is still like not going to work for you, you can put your foot up on the edge of a chair. So strap, maybe a chair. And you can get started laying down flat on your back. Oh, if you want a playlist, there's one, I linked to it in the description of this video, and I'm going to go ahead and start it right now. Okay, meet me on your back. Start in reclined bound angle pose. Bring the bottoms of your feet to touch. Knees out wide, head, shoulders resting on the earth. You can blink your eyes closed if that feels all right to you. Bring both of your hands to your abdomen, your low belly. Just start to settle into this space. Notice any sounds you hear around you. Notice any smells, any scents. If you have your eyes closed, sense into the space around you. Without opening your eyes, feel the room that you're in. Sense the walls on either side of you. Sense the ceiling above you. And feel the earth beneath you. Give your body a scan from head to toe. When you notice a place where you're actively holding tension, can you soften it so it's like you're melting into the ground? Take a big breath in through your nose. A gentle open mouth exhale. Another big breath in through your nose. Fill up your low belly. Feel it expand. Full open mouth exhale, let that go. Good. Big breath in through your nose. Fill up your low belly. Feel your rib cage expand in all directions. Exhale to push all the air out. Big breath in through your nose. Fill up your low belly, your rib cage. Feel your collarbones spreading broad. And sigh it out as you exhale. Give yourself a few more breaths here, returning to a cadence that feels a little more natural to you. And if you like to practice with an intention, something you're keeping in mind on purpose, I invite you to call it to mind now. And if that's not something you usually do, I offer you to consider what balance might look like physically on your mat, and even within your mind and your body as we practice. This is a very balanced, focused flow today. Two of the things that can help us increase our capacity to balance are a strong and stable breath and a drishti, which is a visual point of focus. So as we move and breathe through class today, I invite you to stay really connected to a strong breath and to find non-moving points somewhere in the room where you are, where you can focus your breath and attention. Notice what comes up for you when things get challenging. That is part of it. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Bring your hands outside your knees. Close your legs up like a book. Hug both knees into your chest. Just give your legs a hug. You can rock side to side if that feels good. And if it feels all right, push your knees in a circle in one direction. The other, just gently bring some movement to the hips and go back. Send your left leg long on the mat. Bring your right leg up into half happy baby. So either grab for your foot. Maybe for now you just start with grabbing the back of your hamstring. Keep your left leg really active. Flex your toes back towards your shin. And push through your left heel like you could karate kick down the wall in front of you. And keep that active in the left leg. And with your right leg, gently tug your knee down towards your armpit. Take 3 more breaths here. Opening through the right hip, lengthening through the left thigh and left hip flexors. 1 more full round. Nice, let's trade out our legs. Hug your right knee up and in, the left leg up and in, right leg goes long. Take a moment to find the grip on your left leg that feels good. And take a moment to consciously activate through your right leg. Flex your toes back, squeeze your thigh, kick your heel forward, let your chest soften, your shoulders melt down. 3 breaths here. Just gently counteracting what sitting down does to our bodies. 1 more full round. Nice. You can release your left leg down to the ground. Bring both feet to touch the earth, knees up. And bring your hands to rest along your sides, setting up for bridge pose. Inhale, bridge pose, lift your hips. And if it feels okay, reach your arms up and back too. Pause and breathe here. Push your feet into the earth, not just your heels. Use the ball mounts of your feet and your toes. See if you can activate your hamstrings here. Feel your glutes firm. And tuck your chin towards your chest slightly to lengthen along your spine. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lower your hips, lower your hands. We'll flow this 5 times. Inhale, bridge pose, lift your hips, lift your fingers. And exhale to lower. Good. Inhale, bridge pose, squeeze your glutes at the top. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Tap into the strength from within. Inhale. Exhale, we got 1 more. Inhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes from your core even. Exhale all the way down. Roll over onto one side. Press yourself up to tabletop position. Comfortably on all 4s. Spread your fingers wide. Index fingers point straight forward. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly. Gaze up. Pause here for a moment. Feel your abdomen stretching. Maybe you can shift forward and back. Just experimenting with where that stretch feels really good. 1 more breath in. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck your tailbone. Tuck your chin into your chest. Arch through your spine. Take a full round of breath here. Spread your fingers wide. Good. Now we'll flow. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly. Exhale, cat. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Last one. Inhale, cow pose. Spread your collarbones wide. Exhale, cats. And you can keep going with cats and cows, or you can take the child's pose, to King Cobra flow, depending on what feels good in your body. So to start, walk your hands forward just a bit. And as you inhale, roll over your knees, rock forward. Weight is in your palms. If it feels okay, you can squeeze your heels towards your glutes. Take a breath in. And exhale, roll back, press to child's pose. Let's flow a few times. Inhale, push up, King Cobra. As you exhale, child's pose. Take 3 more of these on your own. If it doesn't feel good on your knees or in your low back, see with cat and cow. We're opening gently along the front line of our bodies, stretching through the hips, the chest. Good. Last set on your own. Beautiful. When you finish up your last one, make your way to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Good. Take your time settling into this shape here. Just notice the way, especially your legs feel today. We've been paying a lot of attention to the hands and the arms. What is this experience like in your Achilles, in your calves, in your hamstrings? Push your hands into the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Claw your fingertips at the earth. And as you're pushing away at the ground, can you roll your inner thighs in towards each other slightly? And think about hugging the outside of your heels down towards the mat. Take 3 more breaths here. It's okay if your heels never, ever touch the mat. Sometimes just thinking about hugging them down helps elongate along your hamstrings. 1 more full breath in. And as you exhale, walk your palms back to ragdoll pose. Walk your palms back. Let your torso hang really heavy here. You can opt for some movement, whatever feels good, or you can just hang out here nice and still. Maybe grab for opposite elbows. Stare straight behind you so your neck is nice and long. If you bring a slight bend to your knees, can you point your tailbone up more and lengthen along your hamstrings? Another full breath in. And a full breath out. Good. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand. Stacking your vertebrae on top of each other like little Legos. And when they've all snapped in place, take a big breath in. Squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, push them down and back. 2 more of those. Big breath in. Squeeze your shoulders up. Maybe make fists. And exhale to release that tension. Last one. Big breath in. Squeeze your shoulders. Squeeze your fists. Squeeze your legs. Maybe even scrunch up your face. Can you sneak in another breath of air? And exhale. Let it all go. Shake out that tension. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up high. Pause and breathe here. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. That might feel like pretending you're an old-timey cowboy being like, ew, rather than Kardashian butt where your spine is curved. Neutral alignment feels more like cowboy butt. It turns on your low abs here. Keep hugging your ribs towards your hips as you reach your fingertips up high. Big breath in. And exhale, a gentle side stretch towards the right. You can grab for your left wrist or take whatever arm variation feels good. We're here for 2 more breaths. Push into both feet and lengthen up, then over. Good. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, bend to the left, rainbow up, then over. Soften your face, soften your neck. Push both feet, especially your right foot, down into the earth. 1 more full round of breath. Good. Inhale to center. And exhale, back bend. Squeeze your glutes, lift your heart. This might be a really small and subtle movement. Let this be more about lifting your chest than cranking your spine backwards. One more breath. Good. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, melt down. Inhale, lift halfway, pause, breathe. Shift weight to your toes. Slide your palms to your shins or your upper thighs, but little to no weight in your hands. Can you use low belly strength and upper back strength to hover your torso here as you reach the crown of your head forward? Take a big breath in. Exhale, high plank and hold. Plant your palms shoulder width distance apart, step straight back. And start breathing already. Tap into your breath as your number one source of strength here. Activate your legs. Hug your outer hips in towards the midline. Imagine you're sucking your belly button up to meet your spine. And with your hands, push down, create a little dome in your upper back. Reach the top of your head forward. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. You got this. Inhale, rock forward on your toes. Exhale, hug your elbows in, lower down halfway. Option to drop to your knees here. This is low plank. This is opposed to squeeze your legs more for stability. Inhale, up dog. Push the ground away. Squeeze your thighs and your butt here to protect your low back. Push your heart forward. Big breath in. And exhale, down dog. Use your core to drag your hips up and back. That's our sun A. We'll flow now 3 times. Matching breath to movement. Start to bring a little heat to the body. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Travel to meet your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Push your feet down. Reach high. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, side bend left. Good. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, baby back bend. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, high to low plank. Option to just hold high plank. Option to go straight back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold step. Maybe you hop to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up high. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale to center. Exhale, side bend left. Keep your core tight here. Inhale to center. Exhale, back bend. Push your hips forward. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high to low plank. Take your variation of Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. There's one more flow here. Take it on your own. I won't cue through the movements, so you follow your breath, your intuition. If you're not sure what comes next, just make it up. We'll meet together in downward facing dog. Take your time. See if you can make your exhales last even longer than the movements you're making. Your inhales and your exhales. Good. Downward dog is where we meet. If you're still on your way, take your time. Then meet back in downward facing dog. We're here for 2 breaths. Spread your fingers wide. Hug your shoulder blades into their sockets. Slide them down your back towards your butt. Spin your triceps in towards your face. This broadens your shoulder blades across your back. Take a big breath in. And exhale to tabletop position. Come back to all fours. We'll take bird dogs here. For an added balance challenge and to give your wrists a break, can you make fists and use the tops of your fingers, tops of your knuckles to hold yourself? If that doesn't feel good, just use your hands. To start, send your right toes straight back, left fingertips forward. Maybe you lift your right leg so you are one long line of energy. Body super active. Left fingertips reach forward, but your shoulder hugs into its sockets. Long, strong spine. Your 360-degree core is hugging in. Kick through your right heel. Squeeze your right hamstring and your right glute. Take a breath in. Exhale, crunch underneath your body, elbow to knee. This is like cat pose. Hold this here. Feel the core engagement. Feel your heart pushing up through your upper back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. 3 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Beautiful control. Inhale, lengthen, stretch long. Exhale, crunch. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. And lower back to all fours. We'll take that on the other side. Plant your left hand or palm. Reach right fingertips forward. Left toes reach back. Maybe you lift your left leg. We take a moment here to go a little slower so the body knows to memorize this stability. We'll be using this amount of muscle engagement later to support our balance on one leg. So hug your right shoulder in, but reach your fingertips forward. Activate this left leg more than you want to. Hug your hamstrings in towards the bone. Squeeze your butt. Inhale. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Pause here. Feel the burn, feel the shake. Maybe you're kind of going off side to side. Use your breath to find stability even here. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Good. 3 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. You got 1 more. Here we go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. And release. Find downward facing dog. Whew. Good. 3 more breaths here in downward facing dog. We'll move on to our sun salutation B. This one incorporates a lot of balance. I'm going to give some options as we go along of like bus stops you can get off at. This should be challenging, but I don't want you to feel like you're in a tug of war with your body. So you listen to yourself and we'll move through together. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Nice. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through. This is a big transition. Shift weight to your right foot. Inhale, 1 leg mountain. Lift your left leg. Good. Pause here. We're holding this for several breaths. If this step through isn't working in your body, you can meet us right here in this shape after down dog, however you need to get there. From here, set up nice and strong. Find cowboy butt in your body. Hug your tailbone underneath you. Turn on your low abs. Reach your head super tall. And flex your left toes back towards your face. Maybe you stay right here. To move on with us, inhale. Exhale, standing figure 4. Cross your left ankle over your knee and sink back. Good. Sit back more than down. This might feel like a stretch in your left outer hip. And a little work for your right ankle. Use your time right now to find a drishti, the non-moving point somewhere in front of you that you will be focusing on as we move and balance. Inhale, 1 leg mountain, lift your left leg back up. Exhale, Shiva squat, palms to heart center, curtsy your left toes back behind you. If you can, hover your toes. If you'd like to rest them down, that's fine. Sink your hips back. Feel your right glute and right hamstring turn on to support. You. Inhale, 1 leg mountain, we lift back up. And exhale, crescent with airplane arms and your fingertips behind you. Float your left toes back. Good, pause here for a moment. This is to open up through your chest. So face your palms towards each other. Squeeze them together like you're holding a basketball behind you and broaden through your collarbones. Good, squeeze your left glute even here. Inhale, warrior two, open up. Good, you know the drill. Find a challenging position, but not one that's gonna be impossible. Welcome the burn, welcome the shake. You showed up here to do a little bit of work for yourself. It has already begun. Here we are. Hug your heels towards each other. Find some rotation in your arms. Just feeling it out. Good, breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Sweep your left arm up and you can reach it overhead, bicep by your ear for a side stretch. Up to you, how challenging you want to make this. For more core engagement, lift your bottom arm up too, like you're holding the basketball this way now. Utthita Hasta arms. Take a breath in and a breath out. You got this. Inhale, star pose, burst out, burst open. And exhale, skandasana to the back of your mat, high lunge. Point your left toes to the edge of your mat. And you sink down. If this is accessible in your body, you might come all the way down and do the fancy lunge. I have knee problems. I stay really up high. This is a big inner thigh workout. Hug your heels towards each other even here. And see if you can keep your core tight so the crown of your head can still reach up high. Good, one more full round of breath here, you got it. Inhale, star pose, burst up, both legs are straight. And exhale, sumo squat or horse squat. You're just sinking as low as you can here. We're here for 2 breaths. Send the inseams of your thighs up and back behind you. Strong and powerful legs. Good. Inhale, star pose, burst up. And exhale, wide leg forward, fold, melt your heart down. When we flow, we'll just be here for a breath. But for now, turn your toes in slightly at the top of your head. Melt down, enjoy a little constructive rest here, lengthening through both of your hamstrings, opening through both hips. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat, crawl forward. Inhale, high plank, step straight back. And exhale, make your decision. Either take high to low plank or head back to downward facing dog. That was our first side. We'll flow through the second side nice and slow, and then we'll flow. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Good. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Shift weight to your left foot. Inhale, one leg mountain, draw your right knee up. If there's a wall near you, you can hold on to it. Good. Set up with the alignment that will help you practice balance. Tailbone, shoulders, top of your head, all in alignment. Right leg really active. Hug your thigh to the bone. Right ankle is directly under your right knee, toes flex back. You might stay right here. A lot of balance work to be done here if you'd like to take it a step further. Breath in. Exhale, standing figure 4. Right ankle over left knee and sink back. Good. Find your drishti again here. Breathe to that spot. And with your left foot, can you grip the mat with your toes and distribute the weight to your heel? Good. Inhale, one leg mountain, unwind. And exhale, Shiva squat, nice and slow. Curtsy your right toes back. Sink your hips further back behind you. Fire up your hamstrings. Good. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Float back. Good. Pause here. Squeeze your palms together. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. And lean your chest forward. Squeeze your right glute. Good. Inhale, warrior 2. Pause and breathe. Adjust your legs as you need to find the experience that you're looking for. Spiral your front thigh back behind you. So you might think about sending this inseam like it's rolling back behind you. Maybe find some rotation in the arms, move the wrists. Your legs are working, your side bodies are working, your arms are working. Can you find a sense of lightness anyway? Take a breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Find the arm variation that will work for you today. What about your right leg? Can you hug the pinky edge of your foot down to the mat so much your arch starts to lift? Good, hug your heels together even here. Inhale, star pose, burst open. Exhale, sumo squat, toes out, heels in. How low can you go? Good, inhale, star. Exhale, high lunge to the back, skandasana. I might have mixed these up in order. It's fine. Track your knee right over your middle or pinky toe on your right foot. Left toes can pop up or stay down. Hug your heels together. Feel your inner thighs working to support you here. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good. Inhale, star pose, burst up. Exhale, wide leg forward fold, toes in, heels out, melt down. 2 breaths here, just on this slow side. Good, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge to the front. Inhale, high plank, step back. And exhale, take your vinyasa, or hold high plank, or meet us in down dog. All right, now we'll flow breath to movement. Pay attention to the way you are talking to yourself in your mind when we move through challenging things. Sometimes stuff gets real twisted in the brain, so be gentle, be kind. Speak to yourself the way you'd speak to a friend. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Good, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, lift your left foot, one leg mounted. Exhale, standing figure 4. Good, inhale, one leg. Exhale, Shiva squat. Beautiful, inhale, one leg mounted. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, high skandasana to the back. Good, inhale, star. Exhale, sumo squat, low as you can. Good, inhale, star, burst up. Exhale, wide leg forward, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge to the front. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So good. Inhale, kick your left leg. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, squeeze it up. Good. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, lift your right leg, one leg mountain. Exhale, standing figure 4. Good. Inhale, one leg mountain. Find your drishti. Exhale, Shiva squat. Keep your core tight. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. You got it. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose, toes out. Exhale, high skandasana to the back. Inhale, star. Exhale, sumo squat. You got it. Inhale, star. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, take your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, shift forward to a high plank. And exhale, drop to your left forearm. Find forearm side plank. You're opening up. Right arm reaches up high. Option to drop your bottom knee to the earth. Or option 2, lift your top leg. Rainbow up through your left side. Think about trying to reach the top of your rib cage up to the ceiling. Option to stay here for a little more. I offer you hip dips. So you lower and lift. Lower and lift. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. You're here for 4. Just for 3. Good. Switch sides in 2. And 1. Find forearm plank on your right arm. Left fingertips reach up to the sky. Choose what you do with your feet. An option to stay here. Reaching through the top hand, pushing through the bottom. Or for hip dips, you lower and lift. Lower and lift. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just for 4. Just for 3. You got this. More breath for 2. More breath for 1. And you can take a rest. Grab a little drink of water. Keep your strap and or chair nearby. We'll use them very soon. All right. We'll do a little bit of core to prep us for more balancing. All right, beautiful. So lay down on your back, send your legs straight up to the sky, flex your toes back towards your face. If your legs do not straighten and reach up high, that's okay. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Now, as you take a breath in, lift your shoulders up off the earth, bring your fingertips behind your head, elbows out so wide you can't see them. And we're just taking little tiny sit-ups, reaching your nose towards your toes, and lowering. Shoulders stay lifted the entire time. And exhale as you lift, that little burst of effort and control on the way down. It's actually super bonus points if you move really slowly here. You're here for 8, 7, for 6. Are you breathing? For 5, good. For 4, just for 3, just for 2, bicycle sit-ups in 1. Bend your knees, keep them right where they are, hands where they are. You lift to center, then twist. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Inhale to center, exhale to twist. Good. Move with your own breath. An option to intensify by lowering the leg you're not twisting towards. Good, but be mindful. If you make that shift, do your hips start to rock side to side? Remove some of your range of motion so you can focus on stability in the core. You're here for 8. Good. For 6. Just for 4. Just for 3. Good. Just for 2. Even out your sides. Last 1. Nice job. Hug your knees into your chest. If it feels good, you can rock side to side. Good, you can rock side to side. And then you will need your strap or pants or scarf now. We're gonna head straight back down onto our backs. Little leg stretches. So wrap your strap or what have you around the arch of your right foot. Send your left leg long, or if you have low back sensitivity, you can keep your left knee bent. But find a grip on the strap where your arms can be relatively straight, but your back is relaxed down into the ground. Head, neck, and shoulders relaxed. Now activate your left leg, the one that's long on the ground. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Kick your right heel up towards the ceiling. And if your right knee is bent, that's totally cool. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, gently open your right hip, send your right toes to the side, and move slowly so that you're controlling this range of motion using muscle strength. If you need to bend the knee a little more, that's okay. Pause wherever you find your end point and breathe. Keep kicking through the right heel. This is the shape that we'll be building up to balancing on our left leg. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, grab this strap with your left hand instead. Bring your right hand into your right hip crease. You're pinning your right hip down to the ground. So as you start to take your right leg across your torso, you'll feel this probably pretty soon. Big stretch along the outer edge of this whole leg. The hip doesn't come up. The stretch is lost if the right hip pops up. So explore what your range of motion looks like today with your right hip glued down. 2 more breaths. Nice, come back to center. And we'll trade out our feet. So bring your left arch of your foot up into your strap. Send your right leg long. We'll find that same setup on this side. Right leg is active. Left toes also flex back towards your shin. Find a grip on your strap where your arms can be pretty long, but you're pretty straight, but your torso is relaxed. And breathe here as you kick through your left heel while your left hip stays hugged into the socket. 1 more full round of breath right here. Good, take another inhale. As you exhale, open up your hips, sending your leg off towards the left. And you might notice that this side is very different. It might be significantly tighter or a lot more open. That's just a cool piece of information to have it really. There's no way that your body should be reacting to this, but by tuning into what is, we create space for growth, space to learn. Back to center. Switch out the grip. Hold your strap with your right hand. Pin your left hip down. When you feel secure, gently guide your leg across your torso. And stop wherever you feel a stretch that you can still breathe through. Soften your face. Soften your shoulders. 1 more round of breath here. Good. Inhale to center. And exhale to release. You can keep the strap nearby, but make your way to downward facing dog. Beautiful. All right, we'll do 1 more little set of stretching as a final prep for giving extended hand to big toe a go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left toes back, low lunge. Left toes go back. Lower your left knee to the ground. You can either keep your toes tucked or rest the shoelace side of your toes on the ground, up to you. And walk your hands up your thigh into kneeling warrior. Keep your right hand on your right thigh. Inhale, reach your left hand high. Exhale, bend towards the right. Nice and gentle stretch for the left hip, the left side body. Press your left shin down into the earth and hug your front heel towards your back knee. Good. Come back to center. Reach both hands up. Inhale. And exhale, back bend. Open your heart. If it feels okay, you can really deepen into this lunge. If you're feeling some sensitivity in your knee or your hip or your low back, just stay a little more lifted. Inhale, center. And exhale, plant your left palm on the earth. Reach your right arm high, little twist, breathe here. Actively reach your right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Active through your fingers, through your whole arm. Inhale. And exhale, plant your right palm on the inside of your right foot. We'll take a twist in the opposite direction. Right palm plants. Inhale like you're drawing a big bow and arrow. Reach your left fingers high. Experiment with firming your left glute any amount. Just notice the way that intensifies the stretch through your left hip. Can you soften your shoulders? Take a big breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Hands frame your right foot. Inhale. Exhale, half split. Straighten your right leg. Sink your hips back. Right toes might flex up. They might stay planted. This is our last little gift to the right hamstring before asking it to do a little bit of work for us. So find what feels good here. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale back to kneeling warrior. And exhale, low lunge. Activate your back leg. Inhale, step forward. And as you exhale, slide your palms underneath your feet. Palms underneath your feet so the backs of your hands are resting on the ground. Bend your knees as much as you need to make this happen. Let the top of your head rest really heavy towards the ground, like it's a bowling ball being pulled down. And push your feet into your hands. Reach your tailbone up towards the sky. Relax your neck even more. 2 more breaths here in gorilla pose. Release your hands from underneath your feet. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your right foot back, low lunge. Lower your right knee down, flip your toes or don't, and then walk your hands up your left thigh. Kneeling warrior. Left hand stays where it is. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, gentle bend towards the left. Press your right toenails down into the ground. Squeeze your right glute. Soften your face. And inhale to center, reach both arms up. And exhale, your back bend. Pinch your shoulder blades together, offer your heart up. Maybe you take it a little deeper. Good. Inhale back to center. And exhale, plant your right palm on the ground. Reach your left fingers high, easy twist. Can you pinch your shoulder blades together behind you and push your right hand down, reach your left fingertips up. Good, 1 more inhale here. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your left hand inside your left foot, like you're drawing a big bow and arrow. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And again here, play with what is working in your body. If this is too much for your hips, for your back, come out of it. This is feeling good. Play with squeezing your right glute and you mount. Just noticing the subtle shifts that has in the posture. 1 more breath in. And exhale, come to center. Shift your hips back, half splits. Last time spent saying hello, left hamstrings. Thank you for all you've done. I'm only going to ask a little more of you today. 2 more breaths here. Come forward to your low lunge. And inhale to step forward. And gently roll up to stand, real careful. Nice and gentle. All right, grab your strap. I'm going to do a little bit of an active demo here. So I'm going to cue you through extended hand to big toe, extended hand to big toe, and then give you a couple moments to play with it on both sides. So if you'd like to start using your strap, okay, actually first, if you know your hamstrings are, there's no way you're holding this leg, grab a chair. This is you, chilling here. If it's not high enough, grab some stuff to stack on top of it. If you'd like to try with the strap, bring it into the arch of your right foot, just like we did on our backs. And we start in one leg mountain. So cowboy butt, engaged core, top of your head, reaching up. This stable base is really important. Push through your left foot, firm your left leg. If you want more, start to straighten your leg. You're kicking forward, kicking through the right heel. Just like when we were laying down, find a grip where your arm is pretty straight. Hug this right leg into the socket. The tendency is to like dip and like get really tense. If there's not quite enough space here, bump your hips back. So your spine is still straight. It's just hinged. And you might stay right here. If you want more, you're feeling stable here. The only thing that moves is your right leg. You can keep your left hand on your left hip to keep it just where it is. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Find that tall, proud chest. And then for a counterbalance, oh my goodness, reach your left hand straight out. Energy is shooting up, left and right, and down. When you're done trying it out on that side, you can take that same sequence on the other side. Other options, I'm just going to talk while you do this. Do your thing. If you're near a wall, you can hold onto a wall with the hand that's not holding the strap. And if you're working to build towards the hamstring mobility to get you to lift your leg, just practice stretching it. You will get there in time. When I started doing yoga, I struggled to touch my toes and I definitely could not lift my leg. So consistency and patience are the two keys. There's no shortcut. Sorry. Right, when you're done on that side, give it a try on your left. And if you're starting to feel that frustration, that I wish I could do this, or why isn't this working for me today, or why am I wobbling so much? That's part of the process. Some days be like that. So maybe today the work isn't as physical for you. Maybe today the work is tending to that inner self and be observing what's coming up, where it's coming from, choosing a response rather than being overcome by our own observations about ourselves. I'll give you about 5 more breaths to play. We're going to meet in downward facing dog for a nice little cool down. And if you just did this for the first time and no one is there to see you, that's awesome. I'm really happy for you. And if you do this all the time and you're like, this is no big deal, good for you. All right, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Thank you for giving that a try with me. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Right knee behind right wrist. Right ankle behind left wrist. Take a peek over your right shoulder. Are your toes pointing straight back? If yes, and you'd like more, walk yourself forward into sleeping pigeon. I'm going to leave you here for 1 minute in silence after I say, if this really hurts your body, you can take this on your back instead. That same figure 4 shape we did when we were standing. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Hug your legs in that way. You can stay like this. Wherever you're at, you still have the better part of 1 minute left. Where can you soften? Relax your jaw. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your ears and your scalp. Gently push yourself up into your hands, tuck your back toes, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find a counter stretch if you'd like it. It might feel good to just kick your right leg up, open up your hip. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Left knee behind left wrist. Right leg straight back. Peek over your left shoulder. And like always, let your next move be a decision rather than a habit or the thing you always do. Really assess, what does my body want now? Maybe it wants you to flip over onto your back, take the stretch that way. Maybe it does want more surrender, more release. You have 45 seconds here to use the power of your breath to find tension from head to toe. Let your hips push heavy down towards the ground. One more forearm breath. Start to push up into your palms, tuck your back toes, make your way to downward facing dog. Find a counter stretch if it feels good. This is our last down dog class. If there's something you really like to do here, now's a great time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step through, have a seat. Send your feet straight out in front of you. Wiggle any flesh out from underneath you so you can push your sit bones down into the ground and draw length up from your pelvis. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, seated, forward fold. Bend your knees if you need to. Big release for the low back. Slowly roll up to sit. And just as slowly make your way flat onto your back. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Let your left leg go long. Take a breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Right leg draws across your torso. And shift your hips so they stack right on top of each other, and then let your arms open up. Breathe right into your belly button. And let each breath be more buoyant than the last. Hug your right knee back into your chest. Give it a squeeze. Trade it out for your left leg. Left leg hugs in, right leg nice and long. Breath in. Exhale, supine twist. When you go to open your shoulders, can you adjust so that both shoulder blades rest on the ground? It might mean your knee pops up more or the twist isn't quite as deep. It's okay. Let your breath be big and loving, sending nourishment to a body that just did so much for you. Come back to center, give your left leg a squeeze, and bring your right leg up to meet your left. Find happy baby pose. Grab for the backs of your hamstrings, maybe your ankles. Stamp your feet on the ceiling. Maybe you kick into one foot and then the other, but observe the space you've built through your hips, both inner and outer, and your hamstrings. You have 4 more breaths here. If there's something else you'd like to do before we rest, take those shapes now. Hug your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shin, give yourself a big, big hug. Take 2 breaths here, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing as tight as you can. When you're ready, let yourself burst open into Shavasana, corpse pose, human starfish pose, resting pose. Not here for long, just long enough to let our minds rest in the space we've built in our bodies. Don't worry about the breath. Let it be natural. As we rest here, can you give your body scans from head to toe, from toe to the tip of your head, choosing to surrender more fully down to the ground. Soften your eyebrows and the sockets of your eye and your nostrils. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth and soften the edges of your collarbone. And with your mind's eye, can you tap into a sense of warmth or even heat curling and spiraling right around your belly button? You feel that little warmth growing and spreading out, radiating from your true center out to your toes, to your fingertips, filling up your heart space and traveling up into your head. Give you a few breaths to melt into the silence and be with yourself. If this feels good, you should stay longer. If you're ready to be guided out, start to deepen your breath. Let the breath propel small movements to the edges of your body, wrists, ankles, fingers and toes. When you're ready, find a big full body stretch. Reaching your toes forward, reaching your fingers back behind you. When you're ready, roll on to one side, press yourself up to a tall seat. And we will end our time together with 3 big cleansing breaths. So stack your shoulders over your hips, your head over your heart. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Good, another big breath in, fill up. Feel your rib cage expand. And a big breath out. Good, last breath together. Full inhale, biggest breath of all Wednesday. Fill up. And the biggest breath out to let it all go. Draw your thumbs to heart center. Lift them up to your third eye. I bow in gratitude to each of you for joining us into this amazing practice, for connecting us. Namaste. Cool. Thank you for being here. I hope that you feel better now than you did when we started. Oh, window right there. If you have feedback, questions, things you'd like to work on in future weeks, please let me know. And if you're someone who's watching this live and you're looking forward to Friday's class, we're going to skip this Friday, but we'll be back the next week. So thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Drink a lot of water. Be good to yourself.